Good afternoon, and thank you for viewing the December 12th special meeting of the Arcata City Council. This special council meeting is being held as a hybrid meeting with both in-person attendance and teleconference access via Zoom. We'll start with the land acknowledgement. The City of Arcata acknowledges that the lands we are located on are the unceded ancestral lands of the Wiyot tribe. The land that Arcata rests on is known in the Wiyot language as Gudini, meaning over in the woods or among the redwoods. Past actions by local, state, and federal governments removed the Wiyot and other indigenous peoples from the land and threatened to destroy their cultural practices. The City of Arcata acknowledges the Wiyot community, their elders both past and present, as well as future generations. This acknowledgement seeks to aid in dismantling the legacy narratives of settler colonialism. And if you would like to, please join me for the flag salute. Would the city clerk please call roll?
Mayor Matthews,
Here.
Vice Mayor Stillman, Councilmember Schaefer,
Here.
Councilmember Atkins Salazar,
Here.
Councilmember White,
Here.
all present.
Thank you. This afternoon's meeting is a special meeting of the City Council to certify the election and swear in council members-elect Atkins Salazar, Schaefer, and Stillman. Public comment for special meetings is limited to items that are on the agenda, and we're going to only be taking public comment now at the beginning of the meeting. So if you have any comments regarding the certification of the election or the rotation of mayor, vice mayor, and liaisons assignments, we will take that comment now. I see that there are a lot of us in attendance. We have a lot of stuff to get to today, so I am going to limit comments to 30 minutes. So if you do want to speak, please line up now.
30 minutes and 2 minutes each.
30 minutes total. You think after a year I would have this down. So if you want to talk, let's go.
Only because I need to talk all the time at the meetings because I come to all the meetings. And I just want to say I hope 2025, starting in 2024 at the next council meeting, we can commit to being a community of peace, of nonviolence, and of compassion for one another and for people all over the community,
Can you
all over the
focus
region.
on items that are on the agenda, please?
So I was getting to that. And compassion for all people around the world. And so with that, I would hope that the new leadership recognizes that desire of many of us, not just me in the community, that peace, nonviolence, and compassion should really be what Arcata represents. So I look forward to seeing the deliberation happen today, and just peace, nonviolence, and compassion.
Thank you.
We're going to share the time.
Yeah.
My name is Tamar Kriegel, and I want to say that it's hard to remember to say thank you. So, Meredith, thank you very much for all your service. I really appreciate it, and I know that it has been really, really hard for you, and many, many times I could see it, but you did a beautiful job, and I really appreciate. I know that no clapping with hands, but it means a lot for me that you've been here and you hold it together.
With grace and dignity.
And integrity. And Alex, all the best. I know that it's not an easy job, but I'm grateful for you for stepping up, and always I've seen your integrity too. It means a lot to me.
And in the past and in the future, Ms. Stillman.
Later. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Speak now.
Took me a while to get up here. I'd like to second that. Thank you so much, Meredith,
for your service and for your courage and your compassion this year. And Alex, I look forward to seeing you as mayor next year.
Thank you. All right, this is the last chance for in-person comments before I go over to Zoom.
Hi, I'm Gary Bloomfield, and long-term resident of Arcata. I want to congratulate on being reelected and thank you for continuing to provide great service for Arcata. And so,
Thank you. All right. Is there anybody on Zoom?
There are no hands raised on Zoom.
All right. Oh. Let's move on. So the next item on our agenda is to adopt resolution number 245-20, declaring results of the municipal election held on November 5th, 2024. Do we have a motion to adopt resolution number 2520, declaring results of the municipal election held on November 5th, 2024?
I would so move.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion by Vice Mayor Stillman and a second from Councilmember Schaefer. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. Next, the city clerk to swear in newly elected members of the Arcata City Council pursuant to Government Election Code, Section 10265. Would council members-elect Stacy Atkins Salazar, Sarah Schaefer, and Alexandra Stillman please come to the front of the dais?
Okay, so since we're going to be doing the oath in unison for the most part, I'm going to start with having each of you say "I" and your full name. Once you each do that, then you will follow me in unison as we go through.
Okay.
So we'll start, for example, with I, Alexandra Stillman.
Okay. I, Alexandra Stillman,
I, Stacy Atkins Salazar.
I, Sarah Schaefer,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without many mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will
and that I will
well and faithfully discharge
well and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So there's two for you to sign this time. You'll be signing above your name, right by your name. The county has a version this time, so you'll be signing two separately.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is to elect a mayor and vice mayor pursuant to the Arcata Municipal Code, Section 2020. Before I nominate the next mayor, I would like to express my gratitude for my time as mayor of Arcata. The council has had many moments that I am extremely proud of this year, from passing the general plan, many road improvements, the opening of the improved Carlson Park, hiring a new city manager, and so much more. Thank you to my fellow councilwomen for all the support you have given me this past year. I feel like, as many other past mayors have said right now, as I am getting ready to rotate out of this position, is right when I'm hitting my stride, but I know we are in extremely capable hands. So with that, the city has adopted a rotational process to open the possibility of each council members serving as mayors of this term. Based on that rotation, I am honored to select Alex Stillman as the next mayor of Arcata. And a few things about Alex Stillman. Alex was instrumental in creating the Arcata Marsh and Wildlife Sanctuary and continues to serve on phone. She helped pass a general plan to protect Arcata's open space and establish the Aldergrove Industrial Park to incubate small businesses. She champions public transportation, housing, and economic development. And she is a courageous and visionary leader with deep perspective and one of the hardest women I know. I'm honored to serve beside you. Congratulations.
So before I second that, I would also like to take a minute and thank you, Mayor Matthews, for your service this year. And I appreciate working alongside of you, and I'm glad that we get to continue to do that. So thank you for your service. And I would like to second the motion for Alex Stillman as mayor.
Yep, that is, all right. Does anybody else have anything they want to add before I ask for a vote? All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So can I nominate Kimberly White as vice mayor?
I think Alex does that.
Does Alex get to do it? Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna move.
Well, I would like to thank all of you for coming today and supporting us in this transformation of being reelected to the city council, and also the fact that you're supporting us with our new positions on the council. And I think that Meredith has been wonderful. She's done a fantastic job. I really appreciate all of her energy, her connectedness, and staying on top of all of her issues and running excellent meetings. So Meredith, you're a champion, and thank you so very much. So I'm going to give her. So with that, then we're going to move to, I move to elect Kimberly White as vice mayor to the city of Arcata.
I second. Hey, I thought I was sorry. I haven't gotten a chance to do it all year.
Oh, well. So is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Thank you. So what happens every year is that we always look at what we're going to do as far as the joint powers agreements that we have in Arcata. And all the council members serve on one of our joint power agreements. And we always go through and decide who's going to be on which and what is going to be, who's going to be an alternate for it. And so we're going to start with that. You know, I've been a member of the Humboldt Transit Authority for quite some time, and I like to continue in that role. I served on that when I was on the council from 2006 to 2014, and I've really been amazed at our transformation of what's happened with our transportation within our county. Arcata started the very first bus system in the 1970s, and there weren't any other bus systems at that time. And now we have transportation going all the way down to Ukiah. So it's amazing what we've seen happen over the years, and I really appreciate being on that committee, and I want to continue to serve. So from there, we You know, I have never been present for one of these. The last 2 years, I have been gone. So I just get HTA, so I'm not too sure how this all runs.
I think that it looks like for our main assignments, we all pretty much want to stay where we are.
Well, I think it's a really valuable thing. We have transformations going on in a lot of our joint powers. And so we've been in leadership roles, and I think it's important for us to stay in those leadership roles as we've lost executive directors have moved from one regional joint powers agreement to another, and then their solicitations are looking for new executive directors. So with our knowledge base, it's really important for us to stay where we are. What we should look at then is, I guess, alternative members.
So just to clarify, who's going to stay?
Since I've never been here for one of these,
Okay.
I'm going to let you run it, Meredith.
Oh, no. I think, yeah, I've been the chair of HWMA for the past 2 years, and we've got some elected officials that weren't voted back into their positions, so I think they need me to probably stay there and continue as chair more than ever, so I'm happy to stay at HWMA.
And I'm happy to remain on the Humboldt County Association of Governments. We are just getting ready to begin hiring a new executive director, so it'd be great to stay on there. And I also serve on the statewide board, CalCog, which is associated with that, so I would like to keep those if possible.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to
Oh.
keep our CEA, and yes.
And aren't you
I'm
the-
chair
I was
and
gonna
on
say
the
you're the
wind.
current chair.
yeah. I'm on the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management Task Force as well, so I want to continue doing all that energy and offshore wind stuff.
And Kimberly?
Well, I'm the last one here, so I will just stay, I guess, where I'm at, too.
Okay, and she's on the Redwood Regional Economic Development Corporation. Okay, so we took care of that.
Well, we should probably talk about alternates as well.
Yeah,
just
that's the next thing.
Yep, I'll let you go, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So how do you want to do your alternates?
Well, it looks like all our number twos kind of align up. Sarah, were you the HCOG alternate last year?
Yeah, I think I've been for a while. Stacy always goes. I think I've only been to one as an
think
alternate, but.
Kimberly
yeah.
was it last
Or,
year.
oh, okay.
Kimberly was the HCOG one last year. I don't remember what I was I was on Humboldt Waste
Yeah.
Management, which I'm happy to do again.
Yeah, and I'd love to say the alternate of RCEA, because I think that there's a lot of institutional knowledge that it's important to have. It's a real hard JPA to get up to speed on, and since I actually worked for RCEA for 5 years, I think that it'd be logical for me to continue even though Sarah never misses meetings either. But I'm happy to stay as an alternate for RCEA.
And although I put number 2, I think that's a great idea, so, yeah.
And I served on the Redwood Regional Economic Development Corporation for a number of years, and I would really like to continue to be an alternate on that. So,
So it looks like we
did we
need,
do it all?
we need an HTA.
Oh, alternate, is that what you wanted, Meredith?
No, I am the RCEA alternate. It looks like, do we all have Stacy, Sarah, Alex? I mean, I'm happy to be the alternate for that as well, if nobody else has the
You were in the
bandwidth.
past.
Yeah, all right, I'll keep that.
Okay. Well, I'm really good. I attend all those meetings, so I haven't had to have an alternate in my place yet. So then we moved down to the Humboldt Bay Municipal Water District and Water Task Force.
I think I've been on the Water Task Force, and I don't think they've ever met. So, and I'm the only one that actually put down any interest in it, so I'm happy to stay there. Maybe we'll meet and talk about things. I don't know.
And I've been on
And
the.
mine with the X's, I just can't go to meetings at that time, so I'm not a good person to be on it or an alternate because I'll never be able to go.
And I've been on the Humboldt Del Norte Hazardous Materials Waste, and they meet 4 times a year, and I've been able to continue to do that, so I will. And then I know that we go to the League of Cities, and Stacy, that's something you've been doing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how we wanted to do this. I think we pretty much all go to the meeting, so I don't think it matters. I'm the vice president of the Redwood Empire Division, so I will need to be going, but I can either be a representative, or if somebody else wants to have that official title, that's fine too. So, or I'm happy to do an alternate. I'm fine with whatever.
Okay,
Well, it looks like, let's make then Stacy our main person, and it looks like Meredith showed interest, so she could be the alternate if Stacy can't
All
make it
right.
to give our updates and everything.
You know, I love giving those updates.
okay.
My
Should we
favorite thing.
just take responsibility for the very first part, and then we can go on to the second? Is what you do? So why don't we move for the JPAs that we currently have? I move to approve the JPAs as we've discussed them.
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay, any other discussion? Let's, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
I
Those opposed? Pardon me? Okay. Then we go down to our other liaison appointments.
Did you get all of those, Rhea?
I can run over them
I'll
with you,
just point
too.
out, Mayor Stillman, that we don't have alternates identified for Humboldt Bay or the Humboldt Del Norte hazardous waste. And those are the only two I don't think we got alternates for. And I don't know that we need them, but I just
I don't
wanted
think
to
we
point
need
out.
them.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I did record the other preferences, Rhea, if you didn't get them all.
So when we go into other liaison appointments, we have Arcata House Partnership, Arcata Camwapa Sister Cities Committee, Equity Arcata, Board of Directors, Homeless and Housing Working Group, Friends of the Arcata Marsh, and we have the Humboldt, well, Cal Poly Humboldt City Liaison. So those are the other ones. And, all right, well, for me, I would like to continue on the Arcata Housing Partnership, and I would like to be on the Homeless Housing Task Force. And as a mayor, I will be on the Cal Poly Humboldt as the city liaison, and Kimberly will be as the vice mayor.
I would like to sit on the Homeless and Housing Working Group as well, if there's room for that, if no one else wants to discuss
Yeah,
it.
I've been on it for the last 2 years, so if you'd like a turn, I'm totally okay with that.
I put myself there as the second one. I'm really would love to be on Equity Arcata, if that could be possible. I'm happy to not be on the Homeless Housing Working Group if there's already interest.
And so Sarah, you've
So
been
I
serving
really
on
want
that.
to keep Equity Arcata. But however, I mean, two of us could go to that potentially. Stacy and I went together multiple times with her as the alternate. And so, you know, especially in the space of learning and being part of the group, I think two of us could go. I just really do want to keep that position just because I've been pretty engaged in the board transition over the last 2 years and, you know, building those university relationships, and the organization is kind of in a transitory phase right now. And I think like having continued steady leadership from the city side is going to be helpful. So,
Could I just interject? Next year will be my last opportunity. Is that a discussion we can have next year then, maybe? I thought we were.
well, I think
supposed
it's
to-
great if both of us are on it. Like, I think we both can go
Is
and
that-
both be on it.
Is that
We can go
okay?
th- together.
Yeah, because as
She
long
just-
as there's
she
only
just
two
said
of
that.
us, it's not a Brown Act violation, and, you know,
Okay.
if you want to be engaged and be part of
If-
it, that's,
if
I think
you're
that's totally
Okay
acceptable.
with having me, I would love that. Thank you.
Well, I wrote it down that you're both doing it, so there you go.
I think, so we need an alternate for Arcata House Partnership, and then we need to talk about the Camwapa Sister City.
They're a great group. They're really fun. It's just a hard meeting for me to make, and I haven't had very great attendance, which I apologize to them. And I only come for the fun things and the parties and the events. But they're a really fun group to be part of. So if there is somebody that could take that over as the main person, that would be great.
I can't, I mean, I can go right after HWMA meetings. HWMA meetings aren't that long, and so I'm just happy to zip right
Okay,
over. They
okay.
usually have them at September too, which
So
is
you're-
not a hardship.
So you're the main person for that?
If that's okay with, unless anybody else wants.
No, take it on, that's fine. I just,
I'll be the alternate on that if that
that's
works
great.
for
I've
others.
got that down too. Okay, that's fine with me. Equity Board is Sarah and Kimberly. Homeless Working Task Force is, I have down Meredith and Alex. Oh, Stacy and Alex, sorry. And then, you know, foam is something I asked to get back on. I used to serve as the liaison for it a long time ago, and they haven't had one, so I came back on. at a request, and I don't have an alternate, I just go. So you may just want to leave me there and let me go. Sometimes I was a board member, and I've been an alternate off and on for many years, and it's a nice connection there. And then we know that the last one is Cal Poly and City Liaison, and that's Alex and Kimberly, and so,
Could I back up real quick? Sorry. If you can't ever make the motion, I'm happy to be your backup person.
okay.
All right.
And Alex, I'm happy to be the alternate for Arcata House Partnership.
Okay.
That fits in.
I have you down for that, too.
Oh, you
so-
just, yeah, all right.
Well,
Voluntold.
I've just written everything down. So we'll have to make sure our city clerk has that correctly, and we can go over that with her and make sure it's all okay. So with that, can we have a motion on the other liaison appointments? Or I'll just go ahead and move for it and see if someone seconds it.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. And let's all vote on it. All those in favor?
Aye.
So it carries. So thank you. We got through, that's a big thing, big thing for us today to get through. So at this time, there is nothing more on our agenda. We're complete. This is the shortest meeting we've probably had in months and months. And we have this wonderful full audience, and we're so appreciative of you all coming. I want to thank you personally for coming. Thank you so much. And we're now adjourned. And I wish we had a party to go to, but we don't.